Hey guys, Letter Magic here, and it's another Domain video because Domain just got a bunch of upgrades, a bunch of card rebalances and everything. It's amazing. I opened a Diamond Rare that I'm very excited about, put them in my deck. Want to show that off, but I thought, it would really help out people at this point what you guys have been requesting, because I get a lot of just random comments about Domain asking about, hey, when's more Domain videos, more Domain content, when are you going to live stream it? So I'm just like, yeah, let's go, let's make this. The one video I haven't really made yet is just basic strategy of like where to move, because the movement options are like just about anywhere. It's like, so what makes one move better than the other? So I just want to walk you through my decision-making process in like one deck versus another. Just, oh, they moved here and they can do this, so I do this. And then this, I thought ahead of time to do that. And then hopefully you can just learn, basic strategy from it. Basic to intermediary, I'd say. So let's run my Blitz deck, which is probably my most powerful deck. And then I'm going to go up against the easy difficulty Beyond deck, which, by the way, is the one that I chose as a starter deck when I first started the game. They've changed it up a little bit since then. It's actually a lot more powerful. Okay, here we go. So this guy, his movement is any straight line. So you can see it's lit up like this, and look how smooth these animations are. I know I only encode my videos at 30 FPS, but I think this is 60 plus. And remember, I have hardware acceleration turned off in Chrome so that OBS can record it. I know that makes all the sense. Thanks, OBS. I think they just fixed it in the last patch. But yeah, he can move any of these highlighted routes. So, diagonal there, or there. So he's hard to pin down, and he just summoned one of these guys who can also move in any straight line unlimited, and then he has like Omni Slash, which is 9 damage all around him, so 9. Oh, the funniest thing about that line is I'm half German. Anyway, I can do 16 damage, and he has 22 hit points. Now, if I strap a sword to myself, it'll give plus 6 damage, so oh, what does that add up to? Is it perhaps 22? So check that out. Boom, there he goes. So the cool thing is that sword has harvest 10 mana on kill, which is if I get a kill, I get 10 mana. Now, because I went second, I started with 15 mana and he started with 0. So that's a real good place to be. So I cast one spell, I did a move or attack, either one, and that's all I can do. So I hit end turn. So he's going to try something fancy, probably a mana generator. Nope, he's going all aggressive. All right, so this can only move diagonals, as you can see. So we got diagonal up, but it's no limit on the move distance, just that it's diagonal. So he summoned it right there, and then boom, attacked me. And if you attack to a square, you'll stop one short of it if you didn't destroy the creature. And then if you did, you'll take its square instead. So I took a bit of damage there, but my guy does have regen 1, so I recover 1 hit point per turn, which is nice. It is 58 HP. He's a very good, just solid, kind of do everything kind of king. And by the way, if you're not familiar, I hate to explain the basic rules of the game, just go run the tutorial, but your king is outlined in gold, and their king is outlined in gold, and the first king to die loses the game. So it's real simple. So, I got 25 mana, but a lot of stuff in this deck costs a lot more than that, so I'm going to put down a shark. Now, this shark gets 5 mana per turn, but then if he's not on an aquatic square, an ocean square, he loses 5 hit points per turn, and he only has 10 hit points. It is per turn cycle, so it would go to his turn, -5, go to my turn, -5, and he'd be dead. But as long as he's on the ocean, you get 5 mana per turn cycle forever. So he's going to be a very big priority target. Unfortunately, he's all the way over here, but he does have high movement. So we're just going to take out that attacker and then just sit there and get more mana. So I got 10 from the kill because I still have that Wraith Blade equipped. And then end the turn, just see what he does, because I'm in a pretty good position. I've got all the mana. Ouch. And I've got, I don't know, I guess more units up until that turn. So I think we're just going to take him out, because, I can one-shot him. And then I'm going to drop a healer, because 45 out of 58, it's not dangerous. It's just, what could I do that's better? I do have 55 mana, but if I were to drop in another copy of myself, I can't really hit him. I guess I could do it from here and hit him there, but then he would just run away. So I usually really like get the board state going before I go after their king. So this right here says heal by type. It's range 2, so it'll heal all the way out to here. Which is most of the board. It's like 4x4 or 5x5 out of the 7x7 board. So if I heal by type, it only heals plants. There we go. Oh, plants and insects. I should have known. I run an insect deck. So it won't actually heal him because he's type astral. Isn't that a shame? So I can heal myself for 9, which is really nice. So if I stay within range of him, it would be awfully hard to kill me. He can hit pretty hard. I don't know if you noticed, this guy hits for 15, and he can, swarm me summon other copies of himself and that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's turn cycle. You can tell my sharks still give me the mana down there. We're at 60, and I think the highest in my deck costs, well, not 60. It's like 50 something. So I'm gonna move up because now he has a mana generator. So this loses 2 hit points per turn, doesn't last forever, and it gets 5 mana per turn. So I want it dead. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to summon my other little boggy boy here, and he's going to one-shot it. Boom. And now all this guy can do is run south. Now, if he runs south, I should be able to chase him to an extent, but just in case, I'm going to run my healer insect right there, because I'm probably going to be going down here, because, I mean, he'd be out of his mind to sit there and attack me. I'm pretty sure the combined attack of these would take him out. I could do the math, but I just, I'm not trying to absolutely demolish this game and, absolute min-max it, perfect it. So, just in case, because I think he might try to go all the way down, I'm going to pre-move my shark, too. So that if he moves down here to attack the shark, or moves down here to attack the insect, that's closer for these guys. So if you're wondering why the movement seems inconsistent on these, he has a move bonus if he's on a swamp or ocean. So he's on a swamp, so you can see he can move 1, 2, 3, 4. You see it's highlighted? This guy's not, so he can only move 2. So his normal movement is 2, and it's a straight line any direction. But this guy can move 4 because he gets a move bonus of 2 for being on one of those tiles. Now, if I was over here on the ocean, I can move 4. So you got to kind of think about where you land. But the positioning of him and him are very, very, very smart. But you never know what your opponent's going to do. So let's turn cycle it. I know. Okay, there we go. Yep. He's going for the shark. He's level with the shark. This AI is, like, honestly a better player than I am, so you got to watch that. So I'm going to get a free kill on this guy. Glad I equipped that Wraith Blade, if I could talk today. And let's see. So Bog Dweller, I mean, I think it would be smart, instead of moving him, 1, then 2, I'll get further if I just move to the ocean square, and then if he moves, somewhere weird, I can get over there. I can get over to here, anywhere on this line. I can get down, it's not bad. Also, throw a heal because I'm within 2, and now we're at 58 out of 58, which is always nice. I have 45 mana, but there are some things like this one in my deck that cost 56. That's right, Diamond Rare Xera, what's up? So it wouldn't be terrible to keep generating mana. So you might think, oh, drop one of these mana generators, except I still have the shark. So assuming I can save the shark, I should be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to summon this that costs 11 and has move 2, and then just put it in the way. Simple. So now I've got a very, very dominant board state. All he can do is try to summon something in my face or run away, get to a better position. So he's kind of on the defensive. So you might have thought, oh, why didn't you just summon it here and hit him? Well, because then he'll take out my shark. It's like it's very temporary gains, especially considering, by the way, he has regen too. So doing, what would this be? 13 damage to him? That's nothing. You got to wait till you're in a position with enough units to finish him off. I mean, putting pressure on the boss, especially in PvP against a human, it's a psychological thing. It's not too bad, but yeah, he just took him out because he wants to stay near him and him because these are really, really, really good. But we're gonna bring Boggy Boy down just to get closer, and then he actually still can move out to here, which isn't terrible. He currently can't really move to this section of the map here because this guy's blocking him, so he could go here, up here, or there. That's it. So obviously I don't want him to go all the way north and get away. I want to block his options here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move up on him, but then also I don't really want him to run this way because that's the most room. So if he runs this way, I can intercept him. I'm sitting there ready to absolutely crush him. He's probably just going to hide in the corner if I corner him enough. That's why it's called cornering. So, I mean, I could summon a Boggy Boy and just slam him in the face, and he could only run there. That's a strategy, but I'm not 100% sure that I can take him out, and the best way to take out a highly mobile king is with a shooter, which is a ranged attacker. So I'm actually going to do this. Now, see, he can move up to 4 in case something weird happens, and unless this guy moves, which he only moves diagonal, so good luck, he's getting taken out next turn. So I could go for the, the instant aggressive, ooh, let's go, because he only has 37 hit points, or I could play it really smart and make sure I win in the end. So I think, which way I'm going to go. So with this one, there's no reason to heal, but if I were to, it would heal all 3 of these. So that ain't bad. So you could tell they're kind of darker when you've already moved, so nothing to do, nothing to do, nothing to do. Also, it's move, attack, or use ability, obviously, I should say, for heal. So if I end turn, there we go, still getting some off my shark. Oh, he used this, which means that he can move to any space adjacent to it. It's an astral fissure, so any of his astral units can move to any one square adjacent to it. So his mobility just went through the roof. So he's just going to sit there and evade me. I could chase him, but that's not smart because then he might get, generate some mana, get some units in play and turn the game around. So what I need to do is kill his mobility. Literally. So I'm going to strap another Wraith Blade, because I just drew another one, to him right there. And we're just going to start attacking that fissure. So you may think, oh, well, you can kill that attacker. Yeah, cool, I don't need to. I have so many hit points. I got the healer here. I just literally don't need to. Now, he did, because it was his only good option, move to the space adjacent to him, so I'm going to take that free hit, because there's, what am I going to do? I could move over and block him, but then he could still run up and still run away, so it's just, I'll just take the hit. Plus, that's like half his hit points right there, so once again, there's almost no reason to heal, and I got to check, okay, none of these are plant or insect type, or I'd be benefiting my opponent here, but I am at 57 out of 58, so let's heal. There we go. And that's sitting at 7, so I should be able to take it out. So I have a feeling he's either going to absolutely bolt or he's going to try to take out my shark, because it would be really hard for me to reach him on the other side of this little wall of units here. That said, though, I mean, this would instantly attack him, so I don't think he's that dumb. It's not that tactically sound. So you can see he healed too. Okay, he ran away, and he's got a mana summoner. There you go. That's not bad. So I got to get him out of the way. And then I'm actually going to make sure he can't run north. And then I'm going to also make sure that he can't run diagonal. And then I'm going to actually move my healer so that I can start moving. Well, you know what? Instead of moving up 2, I'm just going to take it out. I mean, why not? And then, let's see. Do I have enough mana? I don't. I'm not gaining mana very quickly. Well, I doubt his ability to take it out, and this is diagonal only, so I'm going to put a mana generator right there. And these crystal spots, they defend against the first 5 damage to whatever unit's on there. So if he were to hit me, not that he can, it would be 7. It would get reduced to 2. Ouch. But like I said, he can only move diagonal. So he's probably going to go after my healer if he wants to just suicide it, because he'll land right there and I'll just take him out. But this dude, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. He's probably gonna move down. That's the only real safe place, and that's closer to the corner, which is where I want him. You do want to quite literally corner people. So now I did cast a spell for the turn. It's this one. It's good to remember that. It'd be nice if they put in what we've nicknamed kindly the Desolator Reminder, because I always forget if I've cast a spell and I'm like, let's see if this works. Oh no, I've already cast a spell. Whoops. So you can tell you get to draw 1 card every turn cycle, so I'm just holding a huge amount of cards, and usually this late into the game, you do want to just drive up your mana as much as possible and just start dumping your bombs, your 30 plus, 50 plus cards. So I'll just end turn, and we'll see where he goes. If he goes 2 spaces south, that'll be about what I think. Yep, there it is. Now, he's got 2 mana generators, so he's at 25, and we go to his turn. If I don't kill anything, it'll be 35. So he'll be able to bring out some serious weapons, so I got to be careful here. Let's see. What do I want to do? I don't think driving up my mana is a good enough idea. I mean, I'm sitting at 54. I got a shark and a generator. That's no problem. I don't need to go nuts with it. This is not a priority target because it's just not powerful enough to kill anything. And I've got such board presence, I can basically ignore it. And this can't attack anything. This could take out his ephemeral, so I'm going to. There we go. And, I mean, I guess I could just absolutely 100% box him in, and the game's basically over. So he's probably going to kill the shark. Let's see. So I could set up another Boggy Boy right there and either wait for him to attack the shark and then double hit him for the win, or I could just move up on him, just make sure he quite literally can't move. Either one's valid. So he's in trouble. He actually is trying to move out of the way to summon a guy in the way. I knew he was going to do that. So let's see. I can only hit for 16 with that one, and 16 plus 16 is high enough to kill him, it would appear, except that he heals 2 every time. So what I need to do is strap a Wraith Blade to him, get him up to 22 damage, and there it is. So, that would be if he was the only one. Obviously, I'm going to kill him with this one, but, let's keep the game rolling. Why not? Here we go. Kill him, and then kill him. That's the proper way to do it, I guess, if you want to purposely miss lethal and showboat a little bit. So, you can see how that game worked. Now I'm going to play real quick a second game against a completely different strategy, because knowing how your opponent's deck works is pretty smart. There's, probably 20, 30 major deck archetypes right now in the game, which is actually pretty good. It's better than Magic the Gathering. So he spiked a Flame Idol. Ouch. I already know how basically every card in the game works. I mean, at least 80, 90% of them. So this one, if anything anywhere on either team dies on a Scorched Turf, he gains 35 mana. Yeah. So also this Taurus Dragon is really easy to chase down because you can see he can only jump. So he can move there. I mean, you can see it's lit up. It's those squares. So it's really easy to predict. Like if I were to camp right there, well, he's in trouble. He can't move there, you know? So if he's in a corner, oh yeah. I hate playing this as my king because I just get trapped so easy. You got to really think like 5 turns ahead. So I've got very limited mobility here, and I don't have any reasonable mana generators, but I did go second. So priority is to take this out so that I don't accidentally get something killed or he purposely gets something killed on a Scorch spot and just start summoning his entire deck in my face. So I think what I'm going to do is just move him up and throw the Wraithblade on because everybody loves more power. I don't immediately need it, but I'll need it later. I should say the Wraithblade deals 1 damage to me per turn cycle, but I have regen 1. So the first Wraithblade is free. If I equip a second one, oh yes, you can do that. I will be losing 1 hit point per turn, but standing on this Oasis square, I regain 1 life per turn. So you can still do it. Plus, like I said, there's 3 healers in this deck, so you know, I could just sit there and spam heal myself with the Monarch and be fine. So that's all I can do this turn. All right. See what he does. Okay. Ooh, ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, I was standing in the way of his jump, and then he turned into a Scorch spot first and then hit me with a Scorch bonus. So he has attack 24, but he gets +5 bonus on a Scorch square. So this one says attack, but before it attacks, it changes the terrain to Scorched, and then he has a bonus on Scorch. So he attacks for 4, but it's really 9. I mean, it's always going to be 9. So I took a pretty hard hit there. That was actually a tactical mistake to go right in the boss's jump range. So I think what we're going to do is purposely get closer and get 10 mana off that, and then I have exactly 25 to put on a barrier. So I feel a little safer now. I'm going to get a little regen going here, but the next 2 hits I take deal 0, and he doesn't have enough units to make that relevant. So there's nowhere he can move to directly attack me. He could just summon something in my face. Oh, there we go. He went for the 35 mana, yep. He summoned it, attacked it himself onto a Scorch space, and now he's got 35 mana. Absolutely worth it. That unit isn't even that good. So, let's see. I'm at 0 mana, and I have very few options. This is not good. But the healer is free, and he can't attack me on that square. So I'm actually going to move one further away so that I'm within 4 of this, and hopefully I can one-shot it if I pull a second Wraithblade. That's my goal. Now you can see I'm healing pretty good with that healer sitting there. Oh, he put it right in my way. Yep, very smart. So there's my heal, and I'm actually going to cast Seance. So what this does is you drop it anywhere in play. Anywhere, doesn't even have to be adjacent to your king. And it gives you 8 mana for every creature that's adjacent. So if I were to put it here, I gain 888. If I put it here, I gain 888. So there we go, 24 mana to work with. And then I'm just going to attack him, take him out. And still not within the jump range of this guy here. He's probably going to try to summon something in my face and attack me, but that's fine. So there we go. Oh, and I got 10 for the kill, so I'm actually sitting on 34 mana. So there's another kill opportunity right there, except that he's on a defensive square. So I can hit for 22, it'll get reduced by 5, and he won't die. Except he will, because he takes 5 damage every single turn, no matter what. So he will die when we go to his turn, but I won't get credit for it, which is kind of annoying. So I'm going to heal first before I move. There we go. And then attack. So you can see he's at 3. He's going to lose 5 as soon as I hit end turn. That's great. I need to get some mana. So I am going to throw some mana right there. Usually you'd want to, put yourself in between the mana and the attacker or the caster. But I don't want to put it on a Scorch square and accidentally give him 35 more mana. That would be devastating. So there we go. All right, so that's why I love a healer deck, because otherwise in most decks it's like, oh, you made a mistake, it's over. So this guy, I mean, he's got 20 hit points, attack 8, wonderful. But I can only hit him for 17, that would be, and then he's just not going to die. And I didn't pull another Wraithblade, or I absolutely would have equipped it. So let me first heal. Now, by the way, this is technically a plant, so watch this. Oh no, did I just bring it up to 12? That's a shame. All right, so what I'm going to do is, since I have the mana to do it, I'm going to bring in one of my Spirit Warriors. Love that card, absolutely love it. And we're going to deal with this. There we go. So now he's probably going to try to attack this and land there. Maybe. Because then the first thing I'm going to do is attack him and then summon something in his face and attack him again. And I think he knows that. This isn't that priority of a target. All right, so we'll just pass turn. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's all good. Oh, that was cold. That was probably worth it. I mean, 72 hit points, you can be that arrogant. So this is whenever anything dies, you get 15 mana. So now he's up to 50 mana. I should be very scared. But he is going to pay for that. Now, I could almost take out his statue. In fact, I could take out his statue, but he's got so much mana, I'm on the verge of just giving up and just giving him, 300 mana for the game, and who cares? Just play the game as if he has unlimited mana, and oh well, let's move on with my life. But, I don't know. For sure I want to hit him, because I can get a triple hit on him, so... And he doesn't have any kind of healing or regen in the entire deck, so damage I do is damage that is done. There we go. So I mean, he's down to 11. That was a bold move. I would have summoned that and ran and tried to make it work next turn. And all he can go is right here where he would die, right here where he would die, right here. It's moderately safe, or down here. And I think I could chase him pretty reasonably. So I might be able to get lethal next turn. The problem is a shooter would be really nice, but it costs 50 mana, and I just spent most of my mana. So let's see how this goes. No need to drop a heal either. Oh, a Phoenix. And then he killed his own Phoenix. Okay, well, it's one way to do it. I mean, he got a lot of mana for that, that's for certain. So that Phoenix resurrects every single turn. So if I kill it, there's no point. Unless I get a death trigger. And honestly, with it dying, if I killed it, he'd get a collect on death 15 more mana. So I don't want him to absolutely just run away with the game, but also I can't necessarily touch him from here except that I can. So let's see, that's 13 damage. So I'm just going to directly do it right there. We got, boom, drop it in his face. Oh, wait, I don't have enough mana. Haha, helps to look ahead. Oh, man, that sucks. Well, we'll fix that next turn. Seance, 8 times 4 there, so 40 mana. Ouch. Drop a heal on myself, always nice. And let's kind of box him in a little bit. So he can move up here. So this covers this square and this square right there, and that would be lethal. This covers this square, but now it covers this square and this square. Yeah, so we got pretty much these options covered. And let's see, I already cast Seance, so he's going to move south, I would assume. Let's see if that's the case. And I'm out of the range of his Phoenix with all my units. Ooh, another Phoenix. Oh, that Phoenix hits hard. It's 18 plus 5 on Scorch, and he was sitting on a Scorch, so there goes that unit. So you can think, oh, free kill on the Phoenix. Yeah, no, I'd hand him more mana, and that would not be productive in any way. So what I'm going to do is take my 40 mana, move on down here, and absolutely smack him in the face. Now, he's on a defensive square, so I can no longer kill him with this. I need a bigger unit. So there we go, there it is. So that's the overall move strategy there, just kind of balancing, oh, I can retreat and generate mana, or I need to press the advantage, or let's just swarm him with a bunch of cheap units, or now's a good time to heal because I might not have time later. You got the think ahead to next turn, you got the think ahead to like 5 turns from now, where do I generally want the board state to be, and then reading your opponent's board state as well, just like, how are they doing? Are they on the defensive or are they on the offensive? Are they absolutely running away with mana and about to just flood the field turn after turn after turn with giant high level creatures? Because that gets nasty, and they'll start blocking the boss, and yeah, or the king. I keep calling it like the boss, the commander. I've called it everything but what it's actually called, which is the king. But yeah, definitely come check out the game. I think it's absolutely wonderful. You might have noticed that the movement decisions, the strategy, and the oh, I'm going to kind of control this part of the board. I'm going to area denial this entire top half of the board. So now it's shrunk and I'm slowly pinning them down. Those movement decisions are so much more important than the cards that you put in your deck. They're both important. I'd almost say equally important. But this game is basically the cure for net decking. I mean, yeah, there was some standout decks, and he's actually rebalanced the game to the point where, in my opinion, it's practically perfect right now. There's really no major outliers like, okay, well, that's just broken, cheap, and stupid. They've all been patched out in the last couple months. Wouldn't that be a concept if Wizards would do something like that? But basically, right now, if you were to just go with any good strategy, you can beat the AI or even another player pretty proficiently. And a lot of the just power staple cards are in the lower rarities, and you get a bunch of free coins just for signing up, and an entire free deck. So yeah, you can free play this game pretty hard, just saying. That's refreshing after playing a bunch of mobile garbage. Boy, I tell you, I've given up on mobile gaming outside of Pokemon Go. So come check out Domain. Like I said, they are a channel sponsor, but I mean, as you can see, the game's amazing. And the better player you are, the more likely you are to win, instead of just, I spent more on my deck than you. My deck is copied off the internet and yours isn't, so I auto-win. Yay! Yeah, if you want to get away from that crap and just find a fun game that you can just jump in, jump out, test against the AI, build different decks, that kind of stuff, this is such a wonderful game. Also, there's card trading. Sorry, Magic Arena, but they decided to trade cards in this game, which makes it infinitely better. So if your friends are like, oh, no, I don't want to build a plant deck. Here, have all my plants. Ta-da! So go check it out today to just learn how the moves work and the turns work. I mean, you can see it's pretty simple. You just do like one of each thing and then pass turn, whatever. But to just get it down, definitely run through the tutorial. It's really good. Pay attention to it. It takes like 3 to 5 minutes. But if you read everything and just like, okay, I get that now, you'll know how to play the game quicker than it takes to learn Magic. I mean, I think it took me a week to learn Magic. Plus another, 8 years to get the rules down just right. So, yeah, link in the description. It's enterthedomains.com. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next video.